everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie, and we are here in Boston, Massachusetts, as part of my behind the scenes series where I take you into my trip planning for my personal trips. So this week we are going to be joined by my family, including my 11-year-old niece and 7-year-old nephew. We're going to do the Freedom Trail, the Aquarium, whale watching, the zoo. We're going to hit Fenway, and I can't wait to take you along and tell you how we planned it. Today we started checking in to the Hilton near Faneuil Hall. We picked the Hilton because it was in a great location, walking distance to a lot of the activities, and you could book guaranteed connecting rooms, which was really important to my sister and her family to make sure that everyone was together. You can see here we're in the heart of downtown Boston, and it has a great setup, a king or 2 beds, plus a nice walk-in shower. When planning the trip, I like to have one anchor event per day, and then we can add on things if something fun comes up or if something takes a little longer than we anticipated. On the night of arrival, we found a restaurant very close to the hotel. We weren't sure if there was going to be delays. Mr. Dooley's, so right next to the Hilton. It is a classic Boston Irish pub, so everybody got that experience, and it was very easy, and we just walked back to the hotel and relaxed and then went to bed early. So the first full day of touring had to be the Freedom Trail. If you read any blogs or videos about Boston, they're all going to recommend the Freedom Trail. The Freedom Trail is basically a brick line that goes through Boston, connecting 16 famous monuments related to the Revolution. 14 of them are pretty close together. There's a few ways you can experience this. You can just head to the Information Center at Boston Common and pick up a pamphlet that will walk you through the different sites. You can book a large group tour. Some of them even have people dressed up as Puritans and some of the original revolutionaries. Or you can do what we did, which was to hire a private guide through Tours by Locals. I love Tours by Locals. It gives you very affordable options to have private tours that allows you to go at your own pace, ask a lot of questions. This was especially important because we had 2 kiddos with us and we weren't sure how they were going to do. They actually ended up being champs. But we had a wonderful experience with David from Tours by Locals, going to the different monuments and learning more about the Revolution. You hit places like Paul Revere's house, some of the famous churches where the meetings took place to organize the Revolution, the site of the Boston Massacre, the old State House. So lots of great monuments and lots of great history to learn. Then after that, we came back for a quick rest break. Actually, my parents and I, we went to Legal Seafoods along with my husband for lunch, the Legal Seafoods in Long Wharf, which was absolutely delicious, while my sister and her kids went to Ernesto's Pizza on the North End to get a little different experience. And then in the evening, my sister and her husband went to Fenway to take in a baseball game, and we asked the kids what they wanted to do, and I love spontaneity and not overscheduling because the one thing they really wanted to do was ride the subway. So we took them on their first big city subway ride. So today we are heading to the aquarium to go on the aquarium's whale watch and then enjoy the exhibits at the aquarium. The aquarium uses a large multi-deck catamaran, so you can sit indoors or out on the lower deck or the higher deck, and you have great views of the harbor as you pull away. It includes a snack bar, so if you get thirsty or hungry, including alcoholic beverages. You'll want to be on the lookout for lighthouses as you head out to where the whales tend to hang out. We had a tremendous day. We saw humpback whales, and we spent about 20 minutes with this fin whale just right next to the boat. After the whale watch, we headed to the aquarium on our combo ticket. The highlights for me were the touch tank, which are just to the left as you enter the aquarium, the penguin exhibit you can see here, and then that huge tank that goes up a spiral walkway. Dinner was at Bostonian Public House. Reservations are recommended. The next day we headed out to Franklin Park Zoo because we were really interested in their one-on-one red panda experience. We also really enjoyed the gorilla exhibit. The back part of the zoo needs a little work. It was to the north end for a delicious Italian dinner. Again, reservations are recommended, but this had a wonderful gluten-free pasta options. We have to fit in laundry in our trips, so we had a great stop at the laundromat, and then we switched hotels to the Fairmont Copley Plaza. We wanted to be in a different part of town to explore some of the different restaurants. This is the Gold Lounge. We opted to upgrade to the Gold Lounge because it included breakfast, snacks, and
the ability just to have a place to hang out throughout the day. It was a lovely room. It was a good size. Usually in these historic hotels, you get very, very tiny rooms, but this one was still a very good size. They did a nice job refurbishing it. We headed down the street to Atlantic Fish Company for a terrific lunch. I highly recommend heading here. They had a great lobster cold appetizer, as well as some really good octopus. Then it was time to go the next day to Fenway. So we like to eat at Sweet Cheeks Barbecue, and we were able to go into this special club and room that's available to season ticket holders and see some old memorabilia and order some drinks, and you can order also food there. And then we had a great day at the ballpark. So this is from Field Box 82. This is a great location if you need a little extra leg room. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helps you plan your trip to Boston. Thanks.